Well, again,
so
that we remind everyone that we have no control over any of what we do.
Yeah.
That was a long time coming for another top favorite.
Oh, definitely.
Dracula 3000.
Yeah.
It is in, I know, my top 10. Or at least maybe number 11, I don't know, number 6.
It would definitely be a top 10 for me, but my list is shorter than yours right now still. So...
But it's from some time ago. We enjoyed that back in the 2000s. It was released
99, 97?
It was 2004.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Well, good for us. Anyway, It was some years ago.
Yes, sir.
And the greatness of fond favorite Dracula 3000.
I mean...
I got my vampire's cape.
Yes, very cape-ish. And, hold on a second.
See, it's got this collar. Why else would you have these?
Yeah, let me be thematic for a change.
Why else would you have these unless you needed to get your collar thing straight?
So...
Actually, I messed it up. Let me redo it.
Yeah, so, anyway, if you didn't get the message... Everybody in the Fetch'em Force is very fond of this movie. Yeah.
Abraham Van Helsing.
Maybe this thing takes place over
deep space.
His name's Van Helsing.
14 days ago, I got a tip from a friend
Hi,
of the Confederation.
I'm Casper Van Dien.
Large cargo ship.
Interest of Coolio.
Yeah.
Dracula 3000.
Yes. Let's see. Can we hit the stars bullet point right away? Because there's a long list of. Well, maybe
it's
not.
Pretty great.
Maybe
the
not.
Cast is all pretty great.
Too long, but we of course already mentioned Coolio. There's a stable of Predator hoes somewhere on Alpha 3, but it also has hip hop star Casper Van Dien.
We go again.
But one of these days, I'd love it if you just learned to take an order and shut the fuck up.
Another bad movie favorite.
Oh yeah, it's always worth seeing
Dien.
him. We got Erica Eleniak?
Yeah, the Baywatch girl.
A fellow Baywatch.
Totally awesome if you remember the early and mid-90s. Erica Eleniak.
So, yeah.
From Baywatch.
Alexandria Camp, I think, with a K.
See. Well, that doesn't count as a star, but she's in it.
Yeah. Okay.
She's the other lady.
Yeah.
And Udo Kier.
Yeah, we got a few scenes.
Probably my favorite Udo Kier thing. There's nobody left but the sandwich guy.
Yeah.
You're powerless. The crew is beyond you.
Boxes ended up falling off the back.
Beyond human.
Little does he know
I
I
have always
harvested
few of us left.
one or two of those sandwiches.
Quarantine.
Sweet. We got Zeus. Zeus is
and
in
Tiny
this.
Lister.
Yeah. And
totally freaking cool.
The Langley fellow. I forget his last name.
A couple other white guys. Yeah.
Yeah. But we got a nerd guy who's named Grant Swanby. And
the non-stars are the other couple guys
and
in the film.
So and Lady Alexandria something or other.
That we said so. Camp.
Yeah. So why do we love this movie? For me, it introduced me to Coolio's book.
That's probably the biggest takeaway, but there's definitely a lot of other stuff.
There's a lot of other things, yes.
There's great parts in this movie. Because it's obviously Dracula in space.
Yeah.
You got your Dracula 2000, and then they, a couple years later, made this.
Yeah.
That aren't actually related in plot canon.
There's no
or universe or the people that made it. Yeah. They just used that number.
No canonical
for their next one.
Yeah. No dark universe or any universe to keep track of, really.
But you know that worthless Jason X?
Yeah.
Where it's Friday the 13th on a spaceship.
Yeah.
It's part of those. If you want to call that coattails or not.
It's the premise.
But It's one of those things, like one of those alien-type movies where it's a...
Yeah.
What's it called? Galactic tug trawler.
Yeah.
And a group of roughnecks that do dirty work out in space.
They
stumble upon something mysterious.
Yeah, and
so you got your roughneck group.
Yeah. The basic premise is that they scuttle some old it would be the space equivalent of like a freight ship, a cargo ship.
Yeah, it's this huge, almost space station cargo type.
Find some pretty unusual cargo. There's some media there that was already outdated by the time the film came out, but also would have been woefully outdated in the year 2950 or 3000.
Oh yeah, we got our number discrepancy.
Yeah, so
somewhere it says the wrong figure for how much later it is. Yeah, on the back it says transporter vessel that had been reported missing 100 years earlier, but in the movie it's 50.
Yeah. Nowhere doesn't say that.
So, Mother 3 salvage ship 50. Now wait a minute, it said it was 100 years later.
Basic plot premise, they go on aboard this ship. They go through. Evidently, it was either possessed or haunted by this Dracula man. And
yeah, you find bodies.
You find bodies everywhere.
People holding crucifixes.
There's some coffins.
And then they eventually find the captain's log, which is Udo Kier.
That's Udo Kier right there.
He doesn't interact with him. He's just the dead captain appearing in the log installments. So the chief on routine minutes to get his transport vessel from Port Darter missing hundreds of salvage crew board the vessel. Discovered 50 long black coffins.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah. They were there.
Fly to space where the sun never rises. Ancient curse, this mysterious cargo carrier beginning to eliminate the crew one by one. So you have your...
I only remember 8, though. I remember seeing 8. There may have
dazzling plot.
50, but in the ship, but...
Oh, the rodeos?
I seen 8, so...
Oh, okay.
But here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's your Roughnecks. That's your dazzlingly complex and original plot.
Yeah.
And you strap yourself in for laughs. Boy.
Oh, man. Like... Tell me about it. This thing is chock full. I can be stone cold sober under the influence of nothing in particular and still laugh my way through.
Oh, well, you can be in a bad mood and you'll laugh. Yeah, you can be all sad on like the same day as a funeral or something.
Yeah, this thing is freaking beautiful.
You got your Casper Van Dien that functions well in these bad 90s films as a kind of like how Captain America doesn't really have any major superpowers, but he's the leader.
Yeah.
Of something. He always comes in as the lead hero man.
The idea is that his
without a larger than life personality.
Yeah. Like the thing
he functions as a good foil for the other zany characters.
Like Casper Van Dien is just there to amplify the other characters'
you appreciate him in his
and
function
interaction
that isn't necessarily about the spotlight or a particular thing of him.
Hey, Cap, he ain't never been violent. I ain't messing with you. That dude got a hard goal. I remember when we was kids. He's always... Yeah, Cap.
Remember that shutting the hell up thing we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
Why don't you try doing that now?
He's bland, but with a purpose.
Oh, definitely.
Of serving as a straight man.
Yeah, definitely kind of like Booker DeWitt in BioShock Infinite, for the younger viewers out there. It's the same premise. But, can we talk about Coolio?
Yeah, luckily he's in the film.
Oh.
Honey. Oh, yeah, that's how some of his blood gets into.
That's what your ass get.
Very
whatever else he's made and when, but this would be 2004, Coolio.
Quite luckily.
That, these ships that go around basically looking for wreckage.
A salvager ship.
Space junk.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they are?
Yeah, they're...
A salvage ship on a routine mission, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you go along, aside from what space junk and things are like in orbit.
Yeah.
the off chance you're gonna get something floating along in
deep space.
between star systems. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And you need a ship's botanist for
Yeah, you do.
the bioastronomical plant
Because
research.
you have your chance of finding inorganic material, but then you have that chance of finding living life
Yeah, in the year
forms.
3000, and there would be a,
There's a lot.
galaxy-spanning,
So, luckily, Coolio is there to fill that role as the botanist.
botanical specialist for
Yes.
the Roughneck crew.
And, what does we all know what a botanist does in current time, but what does a botanist do in the year 3000? Like, roles?
Represent botany.
Yeah, he throws a lot of curse words and slang.
Captain, I'm gonna have to insist that we check this corpse for illegal substances.
Get the hell out of here.
Now!
And finds an excuse to get high all the time.
Yeah.
This is what botanists do in the year 3000.
Yeah, he'll smoke weed in his quarters on the ship.
But he also serves as kind of a awesome sidekick / maybe
Comic relief.
Yeah,
Hilarity.
definitely good comic relief. Did we mention the counting, where he does he counts out his victims one by one?
Some of the rhymes.
With
Yeah,
a
he doesn't
rhyme.
do a huge amount of rhyming, but what little rhyming,
with a sick rhyme.
you appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah.
One, bet you that pussy sweet in the honey bun. Two, when I'm through, I'ma pass it to the crew. Three, you might as well get down on your knees.
4, you're gonna end up dead on the floor.
Shoot him, Aurora! 5, ain't none of y'all bitches getting out of here alive!
I mean, rhyming has already been a thing that went on for thousands of years, so why can't it go on for another 1,000?
3,000.
Yeah, so...
Especially in the context of being a vampire.
Yeah.
Don't forget, it's not just rhyming Coolio
Nope.
in 2004. It's rhyming vampire Coolio.
Yeah,
in
that's
2004.
that's what's up right there. That is definitely what's up.
Let's see. It's like I say, it's great to see Erica Leniak in something.
Always.
She does well with some actual acting.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's not so wooden, like Tara Reid or something.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
you would maybe think or expect from the Baywatch hot blonde.
It was
She's pretty good.
It was pretty cool to see her being kinetic. Not just in the running in Baywatch sense, but like doing some actual, maybe like a handful of action things that I just barely remember. A little bit of fighting.
You definitely have to go along the corridors a lot.
So, yeah, that's right.
And, which we will of course get into here in a minute.
Yeah.
But, let's see, who else? Oh yeah, Zeus. Great interaction between Zeus and Coolio, especially.
Yeah.
The two, streetwise, no-nonsense, street-talking
Well,
representation, but also just him in general.
yeah,
Remember?
anytime
It's simple but effective. Yeah, what is Zeus known for? He's just
he's
hugely imposing.
He's imposing. He doesn't have to talk a lot, and when he does, it's gonna be like, "Well, I'm gonna be the fuck up out of here. Y'all do what you want to do.
Screw this, I'm getting out of here.
Screw this, I'm out of here. You know."
Your plan.
Yeah.
We're just getting a little FaceTime with Mr. Me Now.
Well, cut it out.
I'm never gonna get
I'd never taken no order from no Casper Van
Hey,
Dien.
Cap, there's okay, Daddy-O.
And sucks.
Yeah, and then
We need to go. Yeah.
he goes off, does his own thing, and then comes back to Casper Van Dien and is like, "Hey, I just."
By
did
the way,
this."
your plan was stupid. Yeah. Because let's see, what did we assume his role was in the capacity for the ship's crew?
Security.
Basically, security specialist.
Yeah.
That, let's see, Erica Eleniak was second in command,
Yeah.
a leader plus a general smart person.
Yeah.
What'd we say? Coolio was, of course, the bioastronomy
The botanist.
specialist with a focus in botany.
Yeah.
And then what was our other roughnecks? Oh yeah, the girl, the other lady.
Yeah.
Who we said was she the one that had the steam?
Yeah, she was like a mechanic, if I remember
Steamboat
right.
goggles.
Ship
mechanic that can examine the wrecked ships and kind of forensically
the loot.
Find out what it is and what happened to the ship.
What loot scores you get.
Oh, parts, yeah.
So yeah, but
that would definitely be handy.
And then what else can you say? I mean,
she's Eastern European.
That is nice.
Alexandra Camp.
That's nice.
Or at least talked that way in the movie.
It's a very nice thing, but also I think she gets bit like early on or gets infected.
Spoilers! Yeah, we're gonna give spoiler warning.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, there are people among the Roughnecks. That's the only cast of the movie. It's just them and Dracula. So yeah, somebody eventually gets infected. Among the crew, there are people who get become vampires.
That was a lot of the very first contention was the Roughnecks having to deal with her being infected, but they of course get through it because they're the Roughnecks.
There has to be a plot for the movie to have.
Yeah. They crack wise and
But the results, they cut up, they get results.
So,
and then who was our British wheelchair guy?
It wasn't the Langley fellow. It was Grant. It was Grant Swanby. That's who that guy is, I think. But I mean, he was my favorite because he reminded me of Robert Carradine. Dude, that looks like one of those old, first-gen Sony Betamax things.
It's a huge, whatever it is, it's
a top loader, like a top loader VCR.
Must be through the heart.
A pool cue?
Precisely. 2950, they were still using organic wood for cues.
It's like
in the Nerds.
It's like a
Revenge of the Nerds.
Nerd man with a Caesar.
Yeah.
Who is British and rides a wheelchair. And is the systems.
Yeah, he's the
computer tech.
The computer man. Yeah, and I mean, while we're on the topic of the computers, whoever did the video editing for this did a really good job.
Yes, I had noticed that when you had pointed out. I was like,
They had legitimate graphic user interfaces up on the screen.
How often do you see that?
Like whenever you watch CSI or something, they try to be futuristic or outlandish with the computer screens,
and it's patently and laughably fake and
stupid.
The goofiest stuff you've ever.
But they did a good job. So
who knew it was that easy?
If all you needed to do was screen capture a damn real computer. You get my props. But anyway, again, it's like I said, I'm a big fan of any geeky character in a movie, but he did a more than convincing job of.
He's got enough lines and screen time that you can appreciate him. But let's see, as you go along.
Yeah.
And what we were talking about, you're not so captivated by the intricacies of the plot.
No.
It's a thing where a man is loose on the ship.
Yeah.
And vampire movie.
Yep.
So, as you're going along, what all great things do you get as you move through the Dracula 3000 experience?
Well, first off, we start the movie off with that awesome CGI. Man.
Yes, it's worth pointing out.
I thought I was
the outer spaceship effects are.
It was Proto Asylum.
Pretty cool doo-doo. It was 2004.
Yeah, I mean, it still looked like it was late '90s, but I don't know what to blame, the tech or the artist. So,
believe it or not, this does not have a huge budget.
No, it doesn't. But let's see how.
And you get some of the funny vampire parallels.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Carpathian either star system or quadrant or whatever it was. There's like a Carpathian nebula that they're in, something like that.
There's like...
It's pretty funny. Casper Van Dien's name is something Van Helsing.
Yeah, I think it's like Andrew Van Helsing or something.
That's awesome.
I think there was a Transylvania reference. somewhere, like the planets.
Yeah, it was either in the name of a star system or planet. Something out there was
Transylvania 3.
something for Transylvania. Yeah,
and
yeah, like moons or numbered. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. What else was there? There was.
Let's go ahead and say the key thing.
Coolio's book.
Yeah. While ago when we were rediscussing everything that makes this great.
Coolio's.
We basically decided that the Coolio, the singular hilarity that takes this from a pleasant bad movie to a gem of a bad movie,
Yeah.
is
The Presence.
Coolio's book.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, what was the title? It's not overacting for the Z-list celebrity. That's
No.
that's Shiler's.
Yeah, that's Shiler's.
What's the name for Coolio?
That was cooking.
It's no, not the real one.
Oh,
not
the
the
real
inspiration for it.
My bad.
The joke is based on a real life book that Coolio did. Cooking with Coolio, the breakfast foods.
What was it?
What was the name of the
Parkour with Coolio?
Yeah, yes, because it's related to parkour in the movie. What is it? It's parkour for the former
for the
musician or something like that. Parkour for the 90s musician
yes
who has transitioned into
a pretty general use case, like a vampire or a
2000s movies. Anyway, it had a long title, but it's about the parkour part of the movie where, okay, remember how when in certain or most vampire movies, and it's a person who is enjoying their newfound augmented physical abilities, remember? That vampires can float or jump high, you know, they sometimes have super strength.
Yeah.
So he's gifted with this, in addition to whatever athleticism he may have previously had.
Yeah.
This superhuman augmentation of
Yeah.
physical dexterity and agility.
Right.
And athleticism.
Yeah.
That's evinced by... Ready?
That's some
Parkour. There we go, yes.
fixed angles. Whoa!
That's a one. Look at these superhuman abilities. Yeah. Briefly got up on that pipe. And he briefly got up on that pipe. Roar. Lose away.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on? Person shooting.
Parkour. Yeah.
If you need to call it free running.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's always nice to see Coolio, do the runnies on the pipes. It's always nice to see, let's see. What other instances of parkour was there? They had to do a bunch of running in...
He runs along.
Narrow corridors.
He got bit, but apparently went the other way.
Yeah.
Because soon after, you see him exhibiting his new athleticism, running back along this ship corridor.
And he never runs out of energy.
No. Part of the... Yeah. And then, part of the... Okay, remember how... We're going to set it up here. He's running along. Remember how the pipes on the wall, but then there's also one at the bottom.
Yeah, it's like by the floor.
In the corner, along the walls and the floor.
Yeah.
Is these pipes that's this big.
Yeah. They're big, yeah.
The ones on the wall, and then the one down there is just perfect for parkour.
Yeah, exactly.
For flippies and runnies.
Yep.
And he's going along. And to demonstrate these superhuman abilities, we'll of course be running the clip of that quick shot in the segment.
Yeah.
Where he does it. It's only a couple quick seconds where they do kind of a close-up on him.
Yeah.
And he'll basically do the equivalent of kicking your heels. He'll hop up there.
Yes.
And agilely hop back.
Yeah, he does one of these.
It'll be like, whoa, can you believe he just flicked his foot up there and kind of jumped off the pipe?
Yeah,
that was a foot off the ground.
That was some intense parkouring. He had me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, imagine the muscle control.
Yeah.
And the speed that you must have to
you gotta
gently,
I mean,
ka-flunk yourself onto a 1 foot tall surface and then back off of it immediately.
Yeah, like, you gotta wonder, the only way they could have taken that up to the next level is if Coolio had some of those soap shoes. You remember those? Like, they had the shiny plastic in the center, and then you could grind on the edge of, like, a surface or something. That's the only way that could have been more intense. Like, straight up. That was a very intense scene.
Let's see. Now, you're correct. There is one other one. Remember, it's only a minute or two after that.
Let's see.
What was our other iteration of...
I remember him...
Why he wrote his book. It's only a minute or two later, because he makes his way back into the, what's it called room? The cargo room?
The cargo room, yeah.
And up those stairs.
Yeah, he's...
Remember, that is some of the fanciest freaking footwork I have ever seen. Because he's doing this, like, half, or what's it called when it's not quite a... What was that called? 270?
A 360?
No, not quite a 360.
Oh,
That's
a 180?
the number in between those.
A 180?
No. In between those. 270 something.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, he's doing this, and it's like a... And it's... Because remember, there's a railing. He's going up the stairs with a big silver railing.
I'm starting to remember.
Oh!
Yeah. It's very...
It's like flip, fly!
Yeah. And there's...
You didn't think I was gonna do this!
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when you're getting to the top of the stairs, and you've just become a vampire, and you're barely able to contain your power in these kineticisms of agility and
that's
and
right.
Moves.
You can't.
It just comes out of you like automatic.
Like you wake up in the morning, you do a 540 on the way to the bathroom type thing. You have to like. I think Coolio installed a pipe between his bed and the bathroom. Just so
it wouldn't cost that much.
He can do this.
But parkour for the we just call it Coolio's book.
Yeah, that's
whenever you see a person doing idiot parkour.
Yeah, which there's
in a lame movie. Yeah, there's more iterations than you would think.
Yeah, there's a lot of that, a lot. So,
or any goofy athleticism that's supposed to look awesome.
That's when
impressive is when we say, man, that guy
read Coolio's book.
Either read or really did not read or whatever. Coolio's book.
Depending upon how good the parkour actually is. Because if it's good, then he didn't read it.
Yeah, whether you pick it sarcasm or sarcastically or saying boy,
but
they are performing kineticism.
Yeah, it's
an effort to impress us.
Always great to see somebody read Coolio's book, but before we go, we need to mention this cool-ass H.R. Giger cover on the DVD.
Oh, the ripoff? Yes. Is that part brain salad surgery?
A little bit.
Whatever the illustration for the Future Kill?
Yeah. Something along those lines.
And a dog vampire? Is it a ghoul?
That's a ghoul.
Would it count as if a Dracula could turn into a...
It's a narrow mouth. Look at that mouth, dude.
Let's see. We got ridges on the forehead, then it turns into the biomechanical... dark machine.
I was expecting...
That might just be a human.
I was expecting Keith Emerson to, jump out on the Moog at any time during the movie. Didn't happen.
And say...
that was the only disappointing part of the movie.
Someone get me a ladder!
Yeah. But, and
then get your solo going with your stainless steel drum.
On the whole, though, I really doubt that this is not HR official.
No, it's obviously meant to look like it, but that's
yeah.
not an HR Giger drawing.
So,
and you go through the film with the rest of the action. We can't give everything away because it's spoilers.
Yeah.
Because, not on their own merits, but because this ranks so high, we still want to observe spoiler forms.
Yeah, that's right.
Because it's
something you gotta see.
Such a fun experience that you don't want to give away like purposely treat it like a movie we just don't care about. But even though we're not praising the plot craft or the story,
it's something you gotta see.
Going along through, because remember, it's that lounge room.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that fun.
Yeah, the kind of chill room.
Fun lounge area with the VCR in the background.
And I think they had that weird-ass couch and this kind
it was a future room
table.
and then some broken trinkets.
A few old TVs, if I remember right.
And then what we were talking about is one of the parts that's one of the other really great parts that also involves Coolio, where he's doing his numbers countdown.
Yeah.
Different people that, of course, get surprised or shot. Because, remember, Dracula eventually does appear in the film.
Yeah, he does.
Around the third act, you get an actual human man with his cape. On doing his Dracula stuff with the...
It doesn't disappoint.
Oh, you thought I was over there. Well, I'm actually going to quickly go over here.
Haha! Yeah, he's actually fast in this movie, which is kind of a... I guess with every Dracula property, you're allowed to kind of like make one or two of your own rules. But
I mean, it's the year 3000 on a spaceship. He does a lot of extremely powerful telekinetic. Remember, he makes their original spaceship leave.
He
They're
does.
stuck on the freighter that they discovered.
Yep, he does do that.
It has something to do with being too close to the starlight.
Yeah,
It's the equivalent of sunlight, so they have to do certain things or steer the big ship away from a star, something like that.
No, I mean, 1,000 years isn't a long time for evolution, so that's definitely a feasible plot.
Oh, he could have just slept the whole... Yeah. they either had to go back into the coffins to avoid the sunlight or something when they get too close to the star.
Mm-hmm.
And he still is shithead Dracula from the doesn't he have a ruffle?
He does.
Doesn't he have a Renaissance era?
Yeah,
frilled or ruffled white pirate shirt or something?
I don't think it's ruffled, but it is black and white. He's got the nice collar.
He looks period. Maybe I'm just thinking of the cape,
but
I thought he had a white shirt underneath it that was very. Dracula, like you know.
Yeah, I'll have to try to.
Man from the year
14, 15.
800, who was awake for 100 years in the 1400s, and then went back to sleeping.
So
3,000 or 2950.
It definitely doesn't disappoint because
you get cool twists at the end.
Yeah,
depending how much you care.
Does one of these
people who
redeem
themselves as. Well, and again, we didn't want to say sarcastically, just despite the fact that they're roughnecks, or maybe because of, however you get your enjoyment there. But
it's.
I hate it when it's one of those where it's just, oh, and that roughneck got killed. Oh, and then that roughneck got killed.
Yeah,
and then this. But you do go along, and there's what would almost count as some good character. Usage. The British man lasts quite a while.
Yeah, he does.
Till the end of the movie. But anything other than else, we should
not
say spoilers. Yeah.
So, I mean,
another one of these that should, by all rights or by all, how shall we say, so bad it's good calculations. Aesthetically. That really should have more of a midnight movie following.
Yeah, it should.
Or a fan favorite status.
Yeah, it definitely should.
It fires on all cylinders and is a lot of fun to go through for how shitty it is.
It keeps firing too. There's no slowdown.
Like if you say, oh well, maybe it's funny in the beginning, but then sitting through the plot, it's still fun as you go through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't stop. So definitely pick it up. So,
let's drive the price down on DVD copies of.
You can also.
Does it stream anywhere? Is it on like an Amazon Prime?
I saw it on YouTube Movies. So.
Oh, that's right. Yes, if you pay the rental fee, it said preview only, but you can get it on YouTube if you.
Yeah.
If you pay the 99 cents or whatever. Nice.
Yeah. So, there you go.
Good deal. Yeah. Recommend
Dracula 3000.
On all counts, by all means, and with all considerations. Yeah, definitely. Dracula 3000.
rhyming skills pay the bills and get you thrills. Put them chills down your spine. I'm spitting them out my grill.
For the ills and yeah.
What about me?